Picture this. It is the middle of July. The sun is blazing, the air conditioner is struggling, and you walk into the living room, only to find a strange, furry puddle on the hardwood floor. Upon closer inspection, this puddle has ears, a tail, and is giving you a look of pure, unadulterated betrayal. Yes, it's your cat. The same creature that usually runs marathons at 3 a.m. is now melting like ice cream on the pavement. You ask yourself, is he broken? Did his battery die? Or is he doing this just to make me feel guilty? Well, my fellow cat parents, he hasn't broken, but he is desperately trying to tell you something. Summer heat is no joke for our majestic house lions. Today, we are going to crack the code of the melting kitty. I am going to reveal the top secret, vet-approved, and highly entertaining ways to cool down your furry tyrant. But first, tell me down in the comments, what is the name of your dramatic summer puddle? And where is their favourite weird spot to hide when it gets hot? Before we dive into the life hacks, let's take a quick trip back in time. You see, underneath that fluffy, adorable exterior, your cat is basically a tiny desert predator. Their ancestors roamed the scorching sands of the Middle East. Because of this, cats are masters of hiding their discomfort. It's a survival instinct. A wild cat showing weakness in the desert becomes someone else's lunch. So, your pampered Mr. Whiskers will literally suffer in silence rather than admit he's too hot. But here is the craziest part. Cats do not sweat like we humans do. We get all sweaty and gross, but cats only have sweat glands on their paw pads, those adorable little toe beans. Imagine trying to cool your entire body down by only sweating through the soles of your feet. Sounds terrible, right? That is exactly why they rely on us, their loyal human servants, to help them beat the heat. If we don't step in, things can get dangerous fast. Let's kick things off by addressing the elephant in the room, the infamous liquid cat phenomenon. When a cat gets too hot, they stretch out as far as physically possible on the coolest surface they can find. Tile floors, bathtubs, kitchen sinks, suddenly these become premium real estate. By maximising their body's surface area against a cool floor, they are desperately trying to dump excess body heat. But here is the danger. Many cat parents think, "Oh, look how cute, he's sunbathing." No, Karen, he is slowly roasting. If your cat goes from a tight, cosy croissant shape to a fully extended baguette, it means their internal temperature is rising. And because they are covered in a permanent fur coat, this passive cooling method on the kitchen tiles isn't always enough. We need to be proactive. Waiting for them to ask for help is a rookie mistake because, as we established, their feline pride simply won't allow it. It's time for us to step up our servant game. This brings us to our very first absolute game-changer hack, the magic of moving water. Now, we all know cats have a weird relationship with water. Put a beautiful, expensive bowl of fresh water next to their food, and they will ignore it. But leave your glass of water on the nightstand for 2 seconds, and suddenly they are dipping their dirty litter box paws right into it. Why? In the wild, still water means stagnant, bacteria-filled water. Moving water means a fresh, clean stream. In the summer heat, hydration is literally a matter of life and death. If your cat isn't drinking enough, they can't regulate their temperature. The hack? Invest in a cat water fountain. The sound of the bubbling water triggers their wild instincts and encourages them to drink significantly more. It's like turning a boring tap into a VIP feline pool party. Trust me, upgrading from a stagnant bowl to a fountain will blow your cat's mind and keep their core temperature down. But wait, we can take the water fountain hack one step further. Let's talk about crunchy water. Yes, ice cubes. Dropping a couple of ice cubes into your cat's water bowl or fountain creates an irresistible interactive toy. Not only does it instantly chill the water to a refreshing temperature, but the bobbing ice cube engages their hunting instincts. They will bat at it, lick it, stare at it confusedly as it magically disappears, and most importantly, they will consume cold water in the process. Just watch out, because some particularly athletic cats might decide to fish the ice cube out and play hockey with it across your living room floor. You might step in a random puddle of melted ice later, but hey, that is a small price to pay for a happy, hydrated cat. Pro tip: you can even freeze some tuna water into ice cubes for an extra smelly, extra delicious summer treat that they will absolutely lose their minds over. Now, let's move to hack number 2, and it involves destroying a massive myth. You might be tempted to go online and buy one of those fancy, expensive, gel-filled cooling mats for pets. You spend $40, bring it home, place it lovingly on the floor, and what does your cat do? They sleep in the cardboard box the mat came in. Classic cat logic. Why do they hate the expensive mat? Because it smells like factory chemicals and feels weird on their paws. Instead of fighting their nature, let's use a DIY life hack that actually works. Take an ordinary plastic water bottle, fill it with water, and freeze it overnight. The next day, wrap that frozen bottle in a soft towel or one of your old t-shirts that smells like you. Place this chill pillow in their favourite sleeping spot. It provides a steady, safe source of cold without being overwhelmingly freezing against their delicate skin. Let's explore why this DIY frozen bottle hack is pure genius. Cats love enclosed, dark spaces, especially when they are stressed or hot. If you place this wrapped frozen bottle inside their favourite cardboard box or under the bed, you are essentially creating a microclimate, a personal, air-conditioned kitty cave. They will snuggle their back against the towel-wrapped bottle, letting the coolness slowly penetrate their fur. It perfectly mimics the cool, damp earth they would seek out in the wild. Plus, it costs absolutely nothing. Just make sure the bottle is wrapped securely. We don't want direct ice-to-skin contact, as that can be too harsh and actually cause them to avoid the spot entirely. Your cat gets to stay cool, and you get to keep your money to buy them more expensive toys they will inevitably ignore. It's a win-win for everyone involved. Moving on to hack number 3, and this one is highly controversial. The topic is fur. Every summer, millions of cat parents look at their majestic, super fluffy Persian or Maine Coon and think, "He must be boiling in there. I should shave him." Stop right there. Put the clippers down immediately. This is one of the most fatal mistakes you can make. A cat's coat is a miracle of evolutionary engineering. It doesn't just keep them warm in the winter, it acts as vital thermal insulation in the summer. Think of it like the walls of a high-tech cooler. The fur traps a layer of air against their skin, keeping the intense environmental heat out and protecting their delicate skin from severe sunburns. If you shave your cat, you are literally stripping away their natural defense system, leaving them completely vulnerable to overheating and skin cancer. Don't turn your majestic lion into a naked mole rat. So, if we can't shave them, what is the actual hack? The hack is aggressive, strategic grooming. In the wild, cats shed their heavy undercoat as the days get longer. But indoor cats, living in artificial lighting and climate control, often get their shedding cycles confused. They need your help to remove the dead, trapped undercoat. During extreme heat waves, you need to brush your cat every single day. Invest in a high-quality de-shedding tool. When you remove that dead, dense undercoat, you allow air to flow freely through the remaining guard hairs, right down to the skin. Yes, your living room will look like a fur tornado hit it. Yes, you will find cat hair in your coffee, your pasta, and your soul. But a thoroughly brushed cat is a cool, ventilated cat. Plus, getting all that loose fur out means fewer giant hairballs for you to step on barefoot in the middle of the night. Let's dive deeper into the grooming hack, because it leads us to a secret bonding technique. Have you ever noticed how mother cats groom their kittens? They use their wet tongues to clean and cool them. We can replicate this to bring instant relief to an overheated cat. I call it the wet pet. Take a clean washcloth, soak it in cool, not freezing, water, wring it out completely so it's just damp, and gently stroke your cat from the top of their head, down their spine, and over their back. You are mimicking the mother cat's tongue. The moisture transfers to their fur, and as the ambient air hits it, it evaporates, creating an instant artificial sweating effect. Most cats, even those who absolutely despise water, will actually lean into this damp towel massage because it feels incredibly soothing. It lowers their body temperature rapidly and makes them feel loved and protected by their giant, furless parent. Let's shift gears to hack number 4, mastering the wind. Now, dogs love sticking their heads out of car windows to catch the breeze. Cats, not so much. A fan blowing directly into a cat's face will usually result in them squinting, getting highly annoyed, and leaving the room entirely. They hate having their whiskers overstimulated by strong, direct wind. But airflow is crucial for cooling. The hack here is indirect circulation. Do not point your box fan at the cat's bed. Instead, place a fan in front of an open window during the cooler evening hours to pull fresh air into the room, or position it to blow across a bowl of ice water in the corner. This creates a gentle, ambient cooling effect in the whole room without blasting your cat in the face. It turns your sweltering apartment into a gentle, breezy oasis, allowing your cat to find the perfect microdraft without feeling like they are in a hurricane. While we are talking about room environment, we must discuss the vampire protocol. Sunlight is the enemy during a summer heatwave. You might love a bright, sunlit room, but those glass windows act like a magnifying glass, turning your living room into a greenhouse. Your cat might seek out a sunbeam in the morning, but by midday that same sunbeam is dangerously hot. The life hack is to become a vampire. Before you leave for work, close the curtains, draw the blinds, and shut out the sun in the rooms where your cat spends the most time. Create a cool, dark sanctuary. If your bathroom has tile floors and no windows, leave the bathroom door open. Bathtubs are made of porcelain, which stays remarkably cool. Don't be surprised if you walk in to find your cat fully stretched out in the dry bathtub, looking like a furry king holding court in a porcelain castle. Now, we need to take a very serious pause. Amidst all the funny melting poses and bathtub naps, there is a deadly warning sign you absolutely must know. If you take away anything from this video, let it be this. Cats do not pant like dogs. If your dog is panting, he is just being a dog. If your cat is open-mouth breathing, panting, and their tongue is hanging out, this is a massive, flashing red siren. This is an absolute emergency. Panting in cats means they are in severe respiratory distress or the very final stages of heat stroke. Their internal systems are failing. Do not film it for TikTok. Do not think it's cute. You need to immediately move them to a cool place, wipe their paws and ears with cool water, and call your veterinarian right that second. Knowing this single fact can quite literally save your furry best friend's life. Aside from panting, what are the other secret signs that your cat is in the danger zone? Cats are masters of subtlety. You need to look for extreme lethargy. Now, I know what you are thinking. My cat is lazy 24/7. How can I tell the difference? Normal lazy means they will still open an eye if you shake the treat bag. Heat stroke lethargy means they are unresponsive, dizzy, or struggling to stand up. Look at their gums. If they are bright red or terribly pale, that's bad news. Check their adorable toe beans. If they are sweating profusely and leaving wet paw prints everywhere on the floor, they are desperately trying to cool down. Also, watch out for vomiting or drooling. If your cat starts looking like a confused, drooling mess, the DIY hacks are no longer enough. Skip the frozen water bottle and head straight to the animal hospital. Alright, let's lighten the mood and get back to the fun stuff with hack number 5. This is my personal favourite. Feline ice cream. No, I do not mean giving your cat a scoop of your chocolate chip cookie dough. Dairy is actually bad for most adult cats and can cause terrible stomach aches, which is the last thing they need in the heat. I'm talking about making custom, gourmet, carnivore-approved frozen treats. Grab a blender, take a can of low-sodium wet cat food or some tuna in water, and blend it up into a puree. Add a little extra water to make it soupy. Then, pour this delightfully smelly mixture into a silicone ice cube tray or a fun paw-shaped mold and freeze it. Yes, your freezer will briefly smell like a fish market, but the result is magical. You have just created a popsicle for your cat. When the peak heat of the afternoon hits, pop one of these frozen tuna treats out of the tray and put it on a small plate. Your cat will approach it with caution at first. Then they will give it a tentative lick. Suddenly their eyes will go wide. Cold? Delicious? Meat? It's a sensory explosion. They will spend the next 20 minutes happily licking and gnawing at this frozen block of joy. Not only does this provide a massive amount of mental stimulation, which prevents them from getting bored and destroying your curtains, but it slowly delivers essential hydration and rapidly cools their core temperature from the inside out. It's enrichment, hydration, and temperature control all rolled into one highly entertaining, fishy-smelling package. Let's talk about outdoor cats for a moment. If your tiny tiger is allowed outside, summer changes the rules of the game entirely. You cannot just open the door and let them roam like usual. Asphalt and concrete absorb heat like a frying pan. If it is too hot for you to comfortably press the back of your hand against the pavement for 5 seconds, it is absolutely too hot for your cat's bare paw pads. They can get severe, blistering burns on their toe beans just by walking across the driveway. The hack here is curfew management. Shift their outdoor time strictly to the early mornings before the sun bakes the earth, or late evenings after it cools down. During the peak heat hours of 10 a.m. to 4 p.m, keep them inside, no matter how much they sit at the door and scream at you like you have ruined their life. You are the parent. You make the hard choices. Speaking of open doors and windows, we need to address the high-rise syndrome danger. In the summer, we naturally want to throw all our windows wide open to let the breeze in. But for a cat, an open window with a flimsy bug screen is a trap waiting to happen. A bird flies by, a bug buzzes past, and suddenly your cat's predatory instincts take over. They lunge at the screen, the cheap mesh gives way, and tragedy strikes. If you live in an apartment above the first floor, summer heat brings a massive spike in cats falling from windows. The crucial hack here is to pet-proof your airflow. Invest in heavy-duty reinforced pet screens that cannot be torn by claws, or install sturdy window guards. Don't let your attempt to cool the apartment end in a trip to the emergency vet. Another sneaky heat hazard hiding in your home is the humidity. It's not just the heat, it's the moisture in the air. High humidity prevents the tiny amount of sweat on your cat's paws from evaporating, and it makes panting, if they reach that stage, completely ineffective. If you live in a tropical or highly humid area, simply turning on a fan is just pushing hot, wet air around. The ultimate life hack for this is utilizing a dehumidifier. By pulling the excess moisture out of the air in your cat's favorite room, you make the environment infinitely more comfortable for them, even if the temperature remains slightly warm. A dry 80 degrees is vastly superior to a swampy 80 degrees. Plus, it stops your own hair from frizzing up, so both you and the cat get to look fabulous. Let's recap the psychology of the summer cat. They are proud, stubborn creatures who will pretend everything is perfectly fine while they are literally melting into the floorboards. They won't ask for ice cubes, they won't ask to be brushed, and they certainly won't ask for a damp towel massage. It is entirely up to you to read their subtle body language. Notice when they abandon their cozy cat tree for the bathroom tiles. Notice when they stop playing with their favourite toys. By proactively deploying these 5 hacks, the moving water, the frozen bottle caves, the aggressive brushing, the vampire room protocol, and the frozen tuna treats, you are speaking their language. You are telling them, "I understand your wild instincts, and I am here to serve you, my fluffy overlord." And remember, every cat is uniquely weird. Some cats might be absolutely terrified of the ice cubes in their water. Some might look at the frozen tuna treat with pure disgust. Don't get discouraged. Being a cat parent is all about trial and error. Try the dump towel. If they hiss at you, back off and try the frozen bottle instead. The goal is to provide them with options. Cats love having the illusion of choice. By creating multiple cooling stations around the house, a fountain here, a dark cool box there, you empower them to manage their own temperature on their own terms. And that is the true secret to keeping a cat happy. Letting them think it was their idea all along. So, as the temperatures rise and the summer sun beats down, do not panic. You are now armed with the absolute best, scientifically sound and kitty-approved tactics to defeat the heat. You know the danger signs of panting. You know the fatal mistake of shaving their beautiful coats. And you know how to turn a can of tuna into a Michelin star summer dessert. Your cat might not explicitly say, "Thank you." They will probably just give you a slow blink and go back to sleep. But deep down in their little predatory hearts, they appreciate your service. You are keeping them safe, hydrated, and cool, ensuring they have enough energy to wake you up at 4 a.m. for no reason whatsoever. And there you have it, fellow feline servants. You now know exactly what is going on in that mysterious, fluffy head of theirs when the summer heat strikes. From ditching the expensive cooling mats for a simple frozen water bottle, to avoiding the catastrophic mistake of shaving their coats, you are officially a summer cat care expert. Despite all the attitude, the knocked-over water bowls and the midnight zoomies, we absolutely adore these little goofballs, and keeping them safe is our #1 job. If these tips helped you or made you laugh, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with another cat parent to help save a melting kitty. Now, I have to know, which of these hacks are you going to try first? Are you brave enough to make the tuna popsicles? Let me know in the comments below.